Hi, I'm Barry from ThinkLite, and thank you for joining us remotely, or if you're in Columbus, you should come down and see us at the AIHA conference. But ThinkLite is a manufacturer of indoor air quality products, and we felt like we were missing a real critical piece of the world when we weren't working with industrial hygienists. So everybody knows what industrial hygienists do in the world. They're here to protect the environment that we work in. They're here to work with industrial, commercial facilities and be able to help mitigate problems that the clients might be having with their air, with sickness that are happening in the building. And so knowing that, we felt like over the last couple of years, we're really missing a critical piece of where we should be in the industry. So that's why we came to this conference. And so far, the conference has worked out really well. It's been really exciting for us. We've been able to meet some really cool people. I just met somebody from Google that came by, and it's fascinating to hear what they're doing. And a lot of these companies aren't doing indoor air quality in a real-time fashion. So industrial hygienists, typically the tools in their quiver are to do swab testing and to do really quick air tests that are one-time tests that go to a lab. And so what ThinkLite does is we've got a couple pieces of technology that I think would be a real valuable tool in an industrial hygienist quiver. One would be an indoor air quality monitor. This is called the Flare. It's right here. And what it does is it monitors air by the second. Every 30 seconds, it downloads the data both to the building management system, if you know what that is. So each building has a building management system that brings the air from the outside of the building in, et cetera, et cetera. But it also takes that data and brings it to the cloud and into a live dashboard that the industrial hygienist can then use that data as a real tool with their clients. So imagine being able to expand your reach with your clients, but imagine being able to go to the sites through a remote fashion, through having dashboards like this. So we have a dashboard that takes the data, and then you utilize this data, trend the data, and be able to actually show the clients things that they're doing. And I'll give you a great example. We worked with a public high school in Connecticut that had no idea what was going on with their air. We installed a couple of these devices, the flares, and on one particular day in November, we saw this really huge spike in what's called TVOCs, which are very deadly gases that could be ultimately bad for your body. And we were able to communicate directly with the superintendent of schools within 5 minutes of seeing that trend. And they shut the air coming into that building. And for 3 days, they recirculated air instead of bringing the air out. And what was actually happening was they were paving the roads outside of the school, and the school was sucking in the air of the petrochemicals. So those are the types of things that you could do if you have a tool to be able to mitigate an issue. The other things that you can do, and we did this at a facility in Reston, Virginia, is we put this particular piece of equipment in. This is an air purifier that produces MERV 19 quality air. And this also does the same thing. It's an icon, and it produces MERV 19 quality air. That's for 5,000 square feet of space. This is for 400. So imagine you're industrial hygienist, you're working with a facility, you've got the flare working, you're doing your typical testing, but you're also testing with this, and you've got these dashboards that you're able to take to the client, right, and show them real data, but then you see that there's problems with the air. You might be able to go back to them and suggest that they do something with that air, like put an icon in or put this in. And then you could mitigate and solve their air problems and not just tell them that they have a problem, but actually fix the problem. So that's what we're trying to do with our clients. And we would love to work with more industrial hygienists because I think they're the ones on the street level doing the work. You know, if somebody wants to learn more, they can go to ThinkLite.com and download information. We'd be happy to help you with your endeavor with clean air. So thank you very much, everyone.